Well, last you guys have saw in the last episode was us building the stand, cleaning out the sump. So then after that I wrapped up that video. Didn't want to keep you guys too long. I did end up cleaning out the big tank itself. And then as you guys just saw was this here rock sculpture scape thing I'm making. So for right now, this is what I'm going to rock with. This is everything that is cemented in. I may, once it's in the tank, add more cement to certain pieces if I think they need extra strength, but I think they will be a-okay. So hopefully this works out good. This is my first time ever cementing rocks like this, so hopefully it works out good. This is as much rocks as I'm gonna use for right now, and then when I break down the current reef tank that I have, it will, I'm gonna recycle all of those rocks, and that will really fill out the rest of this. And hopefully, once that all gets refilled out, a lot of the corals are stuck under the rocks in there as well. So I'm gonna have to give this tank to, it's gonna have to sit for a few weeks. Hopefully we'll be able to put some invertebrates in there and also some, maybe 1 or 2 gobies to help move around some of the sand. And then we'll introduce my current goby and my sand sifter star and all that other stuff, along with all the fish and the corals in a few more weeks. So for right now, let's, I already got sand. I'm gonna do sand and rock today. We have Brad coming tomorrow, who will be bringing all the plumbing supplies. He's going to plumb everything, and he is also going to, he has all the water. So he's bringing me all the salt water, all the plumbing, and then as well as, the one thing you guys will notice is there won't be a skimmer and there won't be lights on there right now. I have kind of a Joe Blow light that I can use for right now just to help with algae growth and stuff, which I'll probably throw on there just for the time being. But other than that, I'm going to be stealing lights off of my other reef tank. And then I will also be using, what's it called? The skimmer, that's what it's called. So I do have, I don't know if I've ever highlighted it, but I do have these over here. There are 2 of them. They're both the exact same model. They're the Reef Octopus. They're the skimmer one, I want to call them the 110 or something like that. I don't know the proper number on them. But they're external skimmers. I don't really want an external skimmer because I don't want to, I don't really want to deal with them. I'd rather just shove it in the water and reuse it. But right now I'm going to use my skimmer that is on the other tank in place of it, along with the lights and everything. And we will upgrade the lights, we'll upgrade the skimmer. And once all that gets upgraded, I will let you guys know. I also have this over here, which is an Apex system, which I've never used before. I actually bought it used, which I mentioned in my last video. I got it for only 300 bucks. That's not bad for just it itself. Not too bad. So hopefully that will eliminate any issues and help me with monitoring it the best that we can do. So let's get inside. Let's start, I didn't even show you guys. Well, I'm gonna show you guys what we did. We brought the tank in and we put it on the stand. Bam, look at that. She's real tall. But I got all the sand in the bags still here in all the styrofoam. So I'm gonna pour all the sand in. I'm gonna get all the rocks ready. And then Brad's gonna come tomorrow, plumb it all, get it all ready, fill it up with water, and should be good to go. So let's get to filling her up. And voila, how neat. So the only downside was this rock here, they separated. These ones over here separated. So I don't recommend that putty stuff. That did not work very well. But I did get them to stand. And then I have, there's a flat rock that I already have that has a xenia and some other type of polyp. I don't know what kind, can't think of it off the top of my head. But either way, it's a flat rock and it's at towards the higher-ish side of the tank. And I think I'm gonna lay it flat there. And then I may put another rock here, or I'd like to put a big rock here and then one here to like kind of angle it like that, if that makes sense. I don't know. But other than that, this is about as high as we'll go. I want the rocks to eventually come up to about here, just about. And then that way it gives room for corals to grow and all that. But for right now, this is literally all the pieces of rock that I have. Turned out pretty good. As you can see, there's gonna be spots for all the fish to go in and out of everywhere. There's gonna be a big hole right here to help filtration and everything else. And I tried my best to not block these off completely, the little part of the weir that sucks in wasted water and all that for the overflow. So that is about all I'm doing today. This is that's about it. So tomorrow around 10, Brad will be coming here and he is going to bring us the water. He's gonna plumb it all. I'll try my best to kind of explain what he's doing. I did choose soft plumbing and I didn't want to plumb this one myself. Obviously you guys know I did my flower horns tank that's over there. I don't know, this one's a little different. This is 2 overflows. I've never done that. I've only ever dealt with 1 and I don't want to mess it up. So I'd rather get done right the first time, and then once I'm really going to pay attention and make sure that it is exactly the way that I pictured it in my head, the way he's doing it. And then if there's anything I didn't think about it, then I'll do it. That didn't make any sense. Either way, I'm gonna watch and learn. That way I don't need to bring somebody here every time I wanna redo a tank or to set up a tank. Then I can just do it myself. This is what you do. You ask questions, you learn, you get people who know what they're doing to show you how it's done. So either way, he is going to be here 10 a.m. sharp, and we will get to plumbing and filling this new tank. Hi there, it's the next day. Oh. Door's been locked. It's the next day. Brad has already came and gone. I didn't want to, he was moving all over the place, all around the tank, so it wasn't really a good spot to set up a time lapse for you guys. That's all it was going to be, is a time lapse. But look at this bad boy now. It is full of water. That was a nice slap. That just makes it, that's a good sound. But other than that, the little, you know, sandy bits, but look at all the bubbles. Oh my God, look at me. Oh my God. But this is what we decided on the plumbing options. We have an overflow, we have a return, we have an overflow, we have a return over there, all soft plumbing here. I need to add a little brace about like right around here to help with like water flow. That way it doesn't get built up anywhere, because right here, this right here sags a little lower than this, if you guys can't tell. So that's the only thing I have to add. I need to get carbon and different filter media for in here, which will actually go on that bottom track right there, which we will all do in this video. But that is how we plumbed this sucker. It looks pretty dang good for right now. But he did say that we could bring all the fish over and inverts, all that stuff within the next day. So if we want to do that, we can. I think what I'm gonna do is my triggerfish has actually eaten a bunch of the inverts that are in my current reef tank. So I think I'm gonna go buy a bunch of new ones, and we can do that. We're doing that all in today's video. But for this tank, I want to get all new inverts. I may get 1 or 2 fish just to kind of help that cycle process a little bit. I have where is it? I put a little something. Oh, here it is, right here. This little quick start stuff. This will treat 110 gallons. That's what the 1 bottle treats. But why'd I get 2 then? Oh, because it's 150 plus a 25 gallon sump. That's close to, you know, what's that? It's close to 220, right? Yeah, it's close enough. But either way, it's going to immediately start our cycle. It's going to help with the water balancement and all that stuff. And then, like I said, we're gonna add in our filter stuff, like the different medias and all that. And then we're gonna go pick up some inverts and maybe 1 or 2 fish. But I don't know how many crabs, snails, slugs, sea squirters, I don't know. That's all we need. But look at this bad boy. She is up, she's running. I do need to get a, I thought about just doing like a little paint marker and just kind of fixing these little pieces here. Oh, that's just dust, that's just me, you know. But everything like that is easily fixed. And then we gotta wrap this, which will eliminate a little bit of the sound. It don't sound too loud. It's not too bad. But we did 1 pump, split it into the 2, and they both come out up here. So we got 1 pump in there, 1 pumping in the back. Same thing here, one's coming out, one's going around. They don't pump out as much water as me and Brad thought they would have. You know, not that big of a deal. As long as water is going through the filter and back up, we're gonna put power heads on either side, so we have the most amount of flow in the actual main display that we possibly can. Sure, I could add another pump down there and have 1 going to one and 1 going to the other, but there's no point. It is pushing around the amount of water that it needs to, and everything is going swell. But before we can dump this in. But before we do anything, let's dump her in real quick. All right, I'm gonna sit right here with you guys. So I'm gonna read this out here because I don't know. So shake well, add 10 milliliters per 10 US gallons. So for the one, we're just dumping the whole thing in, and then this one over here, I'll save the rest of it. I'll use perfectly for like 175 gallons roughly. Well, if anyone's curious what this is on the bottle, that's my blood. I sliced my hand open on some rocks. Oh yeah. 75. Beautiful. But this is the view from above, which you guys will never see. But this is what we did here. That is a little loop-de-loop, so it all gets sucked over. We drilled some holes here to help silence it a little bit. And like I said, once the stand is all wrapped up in whatever I decide to wrap it in, I'm probably just gonna do some type of wood or some type of like composite, something. Once it's all wrapped up, it should super quiet. All you will hear is this little noise right here. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. I tried putting the mic closer, but I almost dipped you guys in the water. So I don't want to do that. But this is what she looks like. Got the little curly over there. It looks the exact same as it does over here. And it's a little cloudy still, but hopefully once you get lights on in here, it will be bright as can be. And I have to use a ladder just to get into this thing. I literally, like, I'm 6'1"-ish. I'm like just under 6'1" for all the ladies out there, you know? We're like I'm like a smidge taller than this. Thing's like, we'll roughly say at the top of it, 6 foot tall. Like, that's crazy. Like, it is perfectly, like, you guys are eye level with me right now. This is how we're gonna see everything. So it'll be pretty cool. But now it is time to, well, I had to do a water change on Kevin's tank. I'm gonna we're gonna sit down for this one. This one's kind of sad. Kevin has some parasites. I didn't even sit down before I told you guys the deal, but Kevin's got parasites, so he's not feeling too good. I don't know if it was from having the bass in there. It kind of stressed him out. I don't know if it's from some of the bait fish, but he's sad, you know? He's got a little bit of, it's not ick, but it almost looks like he has sand on him. It's a different kind of parasite. I forget the name of it, but Brad, who was here doing this tank, actually told me about it. And he's like, yeah, if you just treat copper in there, you should be good. So I was already treating him for his little tail rot issue he was having. And as you can see, he hasn't really done much better, but it was just a week-long treatment. Today is the last day. I have to drain out 25% of the water anyway, and then do that. And with the cloudiness, he said it's probably just going through an algae bloom since it is still a newer tank, to just drain it a little bit and shut the water, or they'll shut the water off, shut the lights off for a few days and see if that helps any. So we're gonna do water change. We're gonna leave Kevin's lights off. I'm gonna be adding copper safe into his tank, and hopefully that will do him a favor, because he is not happy right now. He's very sad. He's sick. He don't feel good. Don't want my poor guy to be going through that. So hopefully we treat everything properly, treat it on time, and he will be happy, healthy, back to better. I'm just gonna stop, but I'm not gonna show you guys me doing a water change on this. You guys have seen that before. It's a typical water change. Doesn't really matter. I just want to give you guys an update on my boy Kevin. The next thing we're gonna do is we gotta run to the fish store and pick out some inverts. We also need some carbon, and we need filter media bags. So let's go get those bad boys now. Hello, how's it going? I went to the store. I didn't bring you guys with me, I'm sorry, but I went to the store. I got us some crabs, and I got 2 little fish. Look at that. I don't know what they are. I just told them, give me 2 cheap test monkeys. And Andy said, all right, Ty, I'll hook you up. So he gave me 2 little fish, and I don't know how many crabs are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 15 crabs. So we got about 15. Those are Mexican red tail crabs. That's all I know. The fish, no clue what those are. I think one's a basslet and one's maybe they're both basslets. I don't know, didn't really ask. I just said I need 2 test monkeys to test out the tank, and if they can go with coral, then that's a plus, because once these fish are in here, there's no way I'm getting them back out. They're way too fast and too small, and like, you can't catch that thing with a net. So wanted to make sure if they do end up living, which I think they will, but if they do end up living, that they will be good and happy in this tank for, I guess, ever. So we have, they're all acclimated. I got them acclimated here, drip acclimated them. And we just need to, actually, I guess all we gotta do is just pour them in. So let's just go ahead and pour these guys in. Normally I would tell you not to use store water, but it's like 5% store water. The rest of it's all this tank's water. So I had a heater in here too. That's what this big old long stick thing is, if anyone's curious. But okay, we're putting these boys in here. So I'm just gonna fill the bucket with water like that. And we'll see if the fish will swim out on their own. I guess we can dump the crabs. Whee! There you go. Look at that. They're not too sure of what's going on. Let me set this bucket up here. There we go. It can drip in there. So here's this little guy. He's real pretty. He's got oranges and blues and grays, whites. And then here's this other guy. Oh, he kind of looks like a little dolphin to me, like a little mahi. That's kind of what I picture when I say, oh, hey. You get back here. So that's the other little guy we got. And here's all our crabs. Look at them go. They're just already out and about. I thought they were going to take a while to start rummaging through. But as you can see, we got a lot of air pockets in here. So I think they're going to, oh, right there. Look at that. Look at that bubble. So that's from them. They're going to wrestle around all this sand, get all these air pockets out, and hopefully it will settle. They will move all the sand around a lot, and it'll kind of flatten and smooth itself out. I kind of like this bumpy, non-smooth look. It kind of gives it a more natural feel, you know? So for right now, this is all we're adding. I'm gonna give them the rest of today, and there's no lights in the tank yet, so it'll keep them super calm, and hopefully they don't hide on me. This guy, he's doing pretty good. They're staying out and about. And I gotta get a different heater. This one's just too big for this tank. It doesn't fit in the sump anywhere, so I have to figure out a better heater situation. I think I might do a digital one so I can really keep track of it at all times, where it has a probe and I can watch the probe gets it and all that fun stuff. So I gotta order one of them suckers. But other than that, this will do for right now. It's about what's that feel like, 78ish, 79. I don't really know what I said to that. There's really no way to tell. It's just like the little knob on the top, so I couldn't really tell you. But I think that's about what it is. I keep the house around 77 during the day when no one's home, 76 if I'm home. So I think with me just leaving it be, I probably won't even need a heater, or at least won't turn on very often. So that'll be good. Only at night I think it'll probably turn on, so which is good for my pocket, my electric bill, you know what I'm saying? So so either way, I'm gonna let these guys chill in here. They're all out and about, like I said. Look at him go. This guy's climbing the rock. He said, I'm climbing Everest. He's going for it. But they're all rummaging around. One fish over there, other fish up there. So I'm gonna let them chill for the rest of today. I'll give you guys an update on them in the morning.